Hi, welcome to this new tutorial of C programs. We know that C is a very important language for most of the engineering students, and most of those who are trying to enter software industry or who are trying to learn coding, most of them start with C programming. So in this programs tutorial, we will be focusing completely on program development, and we will learn about how to write programs easily from beginner level to expert level. Beginner level to expert level programming skills will be developed when you follow these tutorials carefully. And in each program, the concepts required for writing program will be also covered. Even though you don't have any idea about C programming, you can directly listen to explanation of program and you can clearly understand how to write program by using different options in C language. So what you have to do in this tutorial, you have to follow it regularly. In this programming tutorial, we will be covering almost 300 programs. So I will try to explain 300 programs in this tutorial from basic level to high level. If you learn all these 300 programs, if you can write programs, all these programs on your own, if you can execute all these programs on your own, you can consider yourself as expert in writing C programs. But it is important to code with me. Once I explain program, you have to write code on your own and you have to write programs and follow C programming regularly. So it is always better to write code on paper. It is always better to check output on paper before we write it or we edit on computer. So try to develop your own code for each program. Don't depend on methods that I explain in developing program. You can develop your own code. Program can be written in different ways. You can write your own code and you can follow your own procedure for development of code. Before you write the code, it is important to analyze the objective of the given statement. Our problem understanding is highly important. Then once you develop all these skills in writing program, you feel like coding is like magic. So what are the important steps in problem solving or programming? So before we start writing program, it is important to analyze the problem or analyze objectives of given statement. So in every program, basic level programs will be like formatting output and all, but most of the important programs will need work with variables. Variables of different types will be used. We need to declare variables of different type before executing different statements. We have to print messages on the screen from time to time, from starting of the program to ending of the program. So what are the variables required? What are the data types of those variables? What messages should be displayed? Where they should be displayed? Okay, you should have blueprint of program before developing it. So what are the steps in execution part? What are the processing steps in the program? And what should be displayed as output? You must have clear idea about all these steps before you develop your program. So let's see our first program today, that is program on arithmetic operations, to program to perform arithmetic operations on two variables. Here you can see that we are considering two cases where in case 1 a equal to 10 b equal to 20 is given. In case 2 a equal to 20 b equal to 10 is given. We are considering two cases for understanding arithmetic operations. So here in case 1, 10 plus 20 equal to 30. So these addition, subtraction and multiplication will be same as our normal mathematics, but here in division and modulo division for integers there will be some difference. Okay, subtraction, we know that 10 minus 20. If it is A minus B, then it will be minus 10, right? If it is 20 minus 10, it is 10. If for multiplication, both will give result of 200. A into B or B into A, both will give result of 200. But here in division, I am considering an example here. So in division, integer division, the quotient will be only considered. Here, the decimal points will not be considered in integer division. Generally, we will have some decimal points also when we divide 30 with 8. So 8 is called divisor, 30 is called dividend, and 3 is the quotient here because 8 3s are 24. So when we write 10 by 20, when we write 20 by 10, so when 10 is divided with 20, what will happen? Suppose what I am doing here is 0 will be the output. As 10 is not divisible by 20, we get 0 as output for the first case, that is 0. Then 20 by 10. When we try to divide 20 with 10, what will happen? 10 2s are 20. 10 2s are 20. So what it will reminder is 0. So now the answer is 2. Right? Now coming to modular division. So this modular division returns the remainder. Returns the remainder. Suppose if it is like 8 modulo division 2, it returns 0 because 2 4s are 8 and remainder is 0. In the similar manner, the case that we are considering here, what are the cases? 10 modulo division 20. When we perform modulo division on 10 with 20, as 10 is lesser value, the lesser value will return that is equal to 10. So as it is not divisible, there will be no remainder will be 10. In case of second one, 20 modulo division 10. What will happen here in 20 modulo division 10? When we divide 20 with 10, the remainder is 0. Here, the remainder is 0. But when we consider 30 modulo division 8, then what will be the output? 6 will be the output because the remainder is 6. In this manner, we can perform different arithmetic operations in C language. So division will return quotient and modulo division will return remainder. These are the two important points we have to remember when we perform arithmetic operations in C language. Now let's develop the program by using the steps that we have discussed. Now let's see how we can write the program here. So for input of two values, I need two variables a comma b. For storing the result, I am considering the third variable, that is c. So immediately after this, I have a statement. I have a function named CLR for clearing the screen. The console will be cleared. Whatever previous outputs and previous data present on the screen will get deleted when I use this statement. Okay. CLR or clear screen function. So this CLR function will be available in hash include console io.h header file. So it is important to write this CLR function before any print statement. Otherwise, if we write this after print statement, the message that has to be displayed on the screen will get deleted. Now what I'm doing, printf, this is printing function or output function. I'm writing enter two values for arithmetic operations. Okay, enter two values for arithmetic operations. Now input function is scanf. Scanf is input function in C language. As I am taking input of two integers, I have to give type specifiers, two type specifiers. They are percentile d and percentile d. And address allocation of variables has to be done in memory. Each variable must have an address. So for that, address allocation will be done by using ampersand operator. Now input, this is dynamic input. I can also give static input like a equal to 20, b equal to a equal to 10, b equal to 20, or a equal to 20, b equal to 10. In that case, here scanf will get eliminated, but I am going for dynamic initialization of variable. When value is given directly here, like a equal to 20, b equal to 10, this becomes static initialization. I cannot change those values, right? During execution of the program without writing scanf. But here, what I am doing, in for each execution, I can give different values and I can check different outputs. In best programming practices, we generally go for dynamic initialization of variables rather than the basic programmers will go for static initialization for simple understanding. But better programming practice is always writing program by using dynamic initialization. Now AB values are taken. Now I am going for addition. So then I am going for subtraction. I am going for division, sorry, multiplication. Now division, and last modular division, right? These are the steps, right? I am considering for my program. Now it is important to remember that after each operation, the value of C will get updated before next statement. For that, what I have to do? I have to print that value. Addition of A and B is here. After this, this statement, what this statement will do? Printf addition of A and B is percentile D. In place of percentile D, C value will get printed. So this is how I will be doing the same for remaining also. So the first one is addition, the second one is subtraction, the third one is multiplication, next one is division, then last one is modulo division. Right. So this is how I will be completing my program with statement get ch to view output directly on the screen. Once again, hash include stdio.h and conio.h for supporting printf, scanf, clr, scr and getch functions used in the program. Printf scanf will be present in stdio.h file, header file. These are nothing but C, it is like C software. The support required for executing the C program will be provided by these header files like stdio.h and conio.h. So int abc, three variables are declared. To prompt user input, enter two values for arithmetic operations is given. Right. Then initialization of a variable by using scanf input is considered by using scanf. Address allocation is done by using ampersand operator. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulo division was done by using these statements, and immediately after operation the value was printed, the C value, before it gets updated with the subtraction result, multiplication result, the value of addition is printed here, then it is updated with subtraction result, then it is updated with multiplication, same variable. Instead of using five different variables, the minimum space is considered. If we use five variables, more memory will get wasted, as our task can be done by using single variable for storing all the results. This is done. We can simplify this even more, but as basic level program, as this is basic level program for majority of people watching the video, I am just considering detailed explanation of the program. This is the first example. In this first example, 10 and 20 values are considered for output. In the second example, 100 and 20 are considered, and these are the outputs.